Hi, it's Sheila from Design with Sassy, and we're starting out with sketch number 1, and it's a very, very easy sketch. Any of you that do not have a cutting machine, God bless, you can do this card without a cutting machine. I'm doing it because it's easier for me to demonstrate to you how to make it. Basically, I just grabbed a card that already had mat to it, and so I'm just going to make sure that my sizing is right, 8.5 inches wide here, and according to the thing I'm supposed to have, and I've got this mat right here, and I want to ungroup this because I want to play with this. This doesn't have it on the sketch, but I'm going to add to the sketch. We're going to unlock this, and I'm going to bring this down a little bit more so that I can have it a little bit closer. See what I did? Now I want the edge closer too. So we're going to bring this over to here, and that way we actually have more dimension to it. And then I'm going to take this, arrange, move forward, move to the front would help. Set it on here and bring it all the way down. Now that's really narrow. We need a big arrange, move to front. And I'm going to make this wider. I just think that the thing is very simple, and I want it to look a little bit more so. And I'm going to take the banner, move to front, and I'm going to take and bring this right to the edge there, and unlock it, make it narrower, and move it out to the side. Bring this up on top, arrange, move to the front, and we can leave that like that. Now this one, we're going to go with a spiritual card this time. And in this spot right here, I am going to stamp it, God is bigger than circumstances. Okay? This we're just going to leave blank. I am going to, on this one here going down, I am going to use an embossing folder, and then I'm going to use an embossing folder on this one going a different way. Okay? Now, the only thing I'm noticing is this is two things. Let's take it apart. Ungroup. We only need one. Let's bring this to the front, arrange, move to the front. Now that we have it right, unlock it, make it a little bigger, make it a little longer. There. So this has got us bigger than our circumstances, and both of these pieces are going to be embossed. Now this other one on the inside, we need something from the inside, so let's just go in here and insert shapes, a square, bring it up here, and just bring it down. Now this is a square, but we're not going to do a square, we're going to do a rectangle, so we have to unlock it and bring it down. And I have to take it in a little bit more. The reason being is I have a score mark right there, and we want it even. Okay. Now let's make this white, and in that spot, in here, right in this one, we're going to stamp God is bigger than your past, your pain, your anger, your fear, your scars in this world. So that's goes to my cousin Sharon. She's a very religious woman, and I always send her something with scripture, or not just scripture, or something that reminds her of what God would do. So none of this particular one is scripture. The next one will be, but this all deals with God and with Jesus and love. So we'll use that in her encouragement card. That card is done. See how fast it was? 5 minutes and 25 seconds. And it's done. Now let's play around with the colors here. We've kind of got a purple. Well, it doesn't matter, just as long as they cut differently, the different pieces. So they will. So we're in good shape. So that's it for today, for today's little video. And you won't see these until my stamps get here, which they're due on Friday. And I will hurry up, and as soon as I'll make the cards, but as soon as they arrive, I'll stamp them on video so you can see.
Hi, Motivational Monday was yesterday, and now today we have to put these cards together. Now, I told you that I am doing masses, so I'm doing 4 cards at once, and I laid this out and I wanted to see how fast I could actually do them. I've already stamped everything, so I won't bore you with that because you all know how to stamp. So what I'm going to do is just start putting these together while we talk. Now, as you know, we've kind of been changing and growing around here a little bit. We've got the Facebook page that gives us ideas and teaches you. You wanted to learn. I ran that poll, and it was almost an evil 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Wanted to learn how to work more Design Studio and how you're designing your cards rather than picking them up straight out of Design Studio that are already made. And so that's what I've been kind of doing with you, is teaching you how to make cards. I provided some fun little, what do I want to call them, sketches for you to do. And this is one of those sketches. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put down this red here. And I just dropped my ATG gun. And this is going to overlap because that's how I did it. That's the only way I can say it to you, is that's how I did it. And I'm going to put the blue flower up so we see it and line it up evenly so that we have plenty of room on top and bottom. It's equal, okay? And then this bright color here. Remember I told you my mother absolutely loves bright colors. This is what I wanted to use on her card, but I just couldn't get it to work out. So, with a silhouette. Anyway, this is the paper that I really like, the way the colors look. And I'm setting them on top of each other here. Just getting them, setting it like that. Then our arrow. Now remember I told you I was going to pick one of the spiritual sets for this one, because this has got to go out to my ladies. I made 4 cards last week, and I'm making 4 cards this week. This one I went with the spiritual set because I kind of like to go back and forth with them. Put that there, and then God is bigger than circumstances. I try to make it a light card so it doesn't go over in weight because I'm mailing so many. I mean, my cousin Sharon, I have sent her a card every week since last November. And so that's a long time, but she had a pretty rough cancer that she had, and it's she's going to be taking chemo all the way through December. So she's getting better, but it's slow but sure. And that's it. That's all you have to do. God is bigger than circumstances. Okay, let's move on and see how fast we can go. We've been going for 2.5 minutes so far. I want to tell you, okay, we did that Motivational Monday, And then Tuesday we put the card together. And then later on in the week, I like to see what you're doing. Now, the first couple cards were pretty hard cards. And I probably should have started out with these sketches first. These sketches can be done on your machine, or you can just cut them by hand. So, using a cutter. And I just want to encourage everybody to participate this week and make a couple cards, or make a card and post it, okay, so we can see what you're doing. It's quite exciting to me and to everyone else to see the work that you're doing. We learn so much from each other, and we really need to share more, okay? Then, thank you for all the well wishes on the new stamp club. I shouldn't say stamp club, the new line of stamps. And we've got them in our store, and they've been very successful this far. We have many people join the clubs. We have many stamp sets that went out, and I was so excited. I had a hard time with the first two because I had set the shipping wrong, and it charged too much for shipping. And I contacted the people right away, and I said, I owe you money. I just got to figure out how to get it to you. So just hang in there with me and be patient. And I got it fixed before the next order came in. So that was really good. But I had the settings wrong in there. And so we've got that fixed now, so there's no worry. And I was very fortunate that the one lady that it happened to was a friend of mine, and the other lady that it happened to was a friend also, and is also one of my designers, and sweetest lady. And I feel bad that it happened, but I was kind of glad that it happened to her and not someone that just would have had a hissy fit to begin with, because I think I would have lost it. But we hung in there and got all the charges done right. I refunded the money. I could refund easier with the PayPal people because I knew I could just send it back. And my designer used PayPal. And the other person, my friend, didn't, and I didn't know how to give it back and still haven't figured that out. I'm going to contact them come Monday morning and have them go over it with me on how I do that in case I ever have to give a refund. But I handed her cash. I took it over to her house and handed her cash. And she said, oh, you didn't have to do this. And I said, oh, yes, I did. Because it kept me up half the night because I don't want to have a wrong charge or anything, Anyway, that's enough of that stuff. We had a great time, though. And then I found out and changed the name of the, one of the little buttons that you push. You come in and there's a little button you can go. And I handed occasional cards. Excuse me, stamp clubs, and then I had stamps. And what surprised me is I had someone come and order a whole dozen, not order, but purchase a whole dozen cards. And it was like, okay. And the person that ordered the cards says, well, I can't make them. Left me a comment, said I can't make them, but I like homemade cards to send to people. So that worked out really nice. And so you show a bunch of sold outs on there. I haven't figured out how to do that yet either. I'm learning, and it's so much fun. And I love the comments you made on Facebook and all the congratulations. You guys couldn't be sweeter. I swear. I was so excited. I went running to my husband and I said, look how nice everyone is. Look at all these different congratulations and best wishes and everything. And I had people go over to the site and send me nice little notes. How nice is that? Do you know? How nice is that? So anytime you want to talk to me, just run over to designwithsassy.com. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. .com, and send me a little note, and I'll get right back to you. It's very easy. On the bottom right-hand corner is a little pink dot. Not a pink dot, a pink square. It says contact us. And all you have to do is hit that little pink button. You fill it out and send it over. And if you want an email in the future. I haven't even started thinking of a newsletter yet, but it's got a place where you can send, where when the newsletter comes out, and I have to put one together, and I think I'm going to do it. We've got to go to the place that does our stamping. We don't have to. I want to. I want to go there and I want to take a tour because it's supposed to be very interesting. And I'm going to take my camera and take a video of it so you can all see how interesting it is. Now, I'm not going through and telling you how to put this card together. I mean, you can figure that out. But I can talk during the time because I really like to talk to you, because then I get comments back from you, and that's important to me. I know that you're watching and talking to me, and please tell your friends about Sassy Lady on Facebook, and not Sassy Lady, Design With Sassy on Facebook, and also on the designwithsassy.com, because you never know what they like, whether they like stuff like that. Anyway, this is my my spiritual set, my first spiritual set. I did not use a Bible verse. Next one I've already got made, I want you to know, for next month, coming out in June, and you will receive the spiritual one is almost all Bible verses. And I had to laugh because I had it done, and then that's one of the first things that someone said, can't you send out some spiritual things with Bible verses? And I said, oh, you're going to love next month. And so thank you so much for your suggestions. I have to go over them again because I have to start designing for July, because it takes a while to design them, get them the right size. And it sounds funny, but it's really hard to pack a 4x6 area with lots of things. We've got 3 cards done, and we're at 7 minutes. Shame on me. I should be moving faster. I'm talking too much. Sorry. But any suggestions that you have for me, I sure will listen, because I'm new at this. I only started the company because I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. I think the person that came closest, if I could take Stamps of Life and May and combine them, I would have the stamp that I like. I like the big letters like this, but I like a lot of things. I like more sayings than I do artwork. And I think that's the one thing I like, is the sayings, because I send so many cards out and I do the scrapbooking, and so I use them. I use them a lot. And a lot of people are into coloring in that, and that's wonderful. But I tell you what, I can color a little flower. I can color, and Mellissa Andrews out there, I'm sorry. I took a class from Mellissa, and she is one of the best in coloring. And I did good, but it's been so long that I forgot, and I wasn't practicing. She said, you're going to lose it unless you keep doing it. She said it, and also Pam Ramish, and sure enough, I'm going to have to take another class on coloring here. Anyway, I'll always have artwork on my sets. Some piece of artwork or something, that, because I like to stamp my envelopes also. And so I like things that are colorful and bright. As you can see, this one is. I have a ton of paper that is behind me, and that's because I like variety of paper. Look, we're coming down to the end, and it was 8 minutes, and we did all 4 cards. So that's not bad at all, ladies. That's not bad at all. Although this last one, I'm talking for another half a minute. Sorry about that. I'm going to bring this down a little. I'll put up some more sketches, because I tell you what, when you use a lot of cards, or when you're in a hurry, it's so much easier if you look at an easy sketch, and you can produce a card in no time at all. And that's what this is, and that's what I design them for. And I keep them, and I reuse them, and I reuse them, and it's basically, and I designed them. It's basically because I do a lot of cards. Now there we go. Look at this. And did you see that paper, by the way? Look at the outside. It's all polka dot. Isn't that neat? Cool, huh? Polka dots. Inside, it's a two-sided paper, and I like that. I really like that. This is the stamps I used. This is called God is Bigger, and you can go on my website and order it if you like it. I'm trying to get out of the way of a sparkle, or it's flashing back a bright light here. Jesus lives, Jesus is love, Jesus is God, Jesus is life. God answers prayer. And the two that I used is God is bigger than circumstances, and God is bigger than your past, your pain, your anger, your fear, your scars, this world. Thank you today for joining me at designwithsassy.com. And I should say just Design with Sassy, because either way you're going to reach me, but this is for the Facebook page. So let's just say Design with Sassy. And I'll see you on Facebook. Make any comments you can. I sure would appreciate it. Be nice to me. Thank you. Bye now.